doesn't look super good for Roy, but also not great for Robin either. So two pretty duff hands. This looks a little bit better with the Noitron into tank and Blast Mage for Roy.
So starting off here, he can go into the Noitron, but that didn't seem very good, to be honest. I would probably keep that at bay. And, you know, not even a good turn to play for Robin either, just a hero power, unless he wants to just throw Crew Taskmask out and just be a complete boss. But I don't think he's going to do that.
I kind of like for Roy here to coin into the Spider Tank. So if he coins Spider Tank, then into his other 3-drop, the Tinkertown, then straight into Goblin Blast Mage. That's 3 pretty beefy minions. And like otherwise, what is he saving the coin for? Maybe he wants to coin into Blast Mage next turn and hope the Noitron's going to survive. He's going to go for the Spider Tank though. I like this quite a lot.
The Spider Tank contests the Acolyte of Pain. If he had played the Noitron trying to go into the Blast Mage, it wouldn't have lined up very nicely. If he does decide to commit to the Acolyte of Pain here, because he probably would have given a couple of cards.
This is looking nice.
And
I mean, you can kill off the 1/3 and play the Tinkertown. And even then, like, yeah, the Tinkertown dies or from the Death Bite, but you still have the 3/3 on board after trading away the Acolyte just for 1 card draw. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that seems pretty steady. Very straightforward turn. And then next turn, the only problem here is if he does have Death's Bite, which I think he's making a read on now, Blast Mage is just not really playable next turn. I think Blast Mage might actually be a bit more important than going for Tinkertown here. I think a Noitron, if he does play Noitron, that's a very heads-up play from him.
Yeah, I mean, either one's okay, because you still get the Blast Mage off next turn.
It depends if he clears the mech. And if I was a smart Patron Warrior, I'd clear the mech first. And he is. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, I mean, he still has a good next turn. So
double a Noitron.
He can just play a Noitron, and then there's no way to really get through that and the 4/4 very easily without an execute.
Actually, even better, Snow Chugger. Such a nuisance for warriors and any kind of weapon class, but warriors seem to suffer a lot from it, and he's going to want to deal with that. Speaking of weapons, he does find another weapon, so unless that Snow Chugger gets taken out, he is actually going to be able to put some pressure on Robin.
Yeah, I'm deciding whether there's anything worth... No, not with Whirlwinds. Yeah, he can Whirlwind first, this is fine.
So Whirlwind, yeah. Whirlwind.
He could sort of clear the board here, but it would use a lot of resource.
Armorsmith, Whirlwind, attacks. Well, double Whirlwind? Is it really going to come down to that? It clears the board, like you said, but it's a lot of resources.
Yeah, why not though? Because once you've cleared the board, you're in a pretty good position as the warrior. He has another Death Bite, doesn't he?
Oh, he's just going to Cruel Task the... Yeah, I like this actually. I think I prefer this overall because it protects him from the freeze that will lock out his Death Bite.
Yeah, and the 2/2 challenges the 4/2 anyway, so that's pretty nice.
It's time for some fire from the Blast Mage. Oh, is he going to hold back? Yeah, I just want to give him the armor, I guess.
Oh, you can do it now. You can trade, then do it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And this was one of the terror cards of the Goblins and Gnome set. Quite a nice board being developed here. Although it's very vulnerable to Death's Bite. The 4/1 and the 2/1 will stick around for a little bit at least.
He could even Whirlwind execute if he really wanted to. Because, like, you're going to Whirlwind to clear the 2/1/1s, right?
Yeah.
So then do you need to put the weapon into the 5/4? You can equip the weapon, but...
Yeah, Whirlwind Execute just deals with it as well. He's not drawing any minions, which is frustrating for him, I can imagine, because he can't use the Battle Rage to start drawing cards. He just hasn't had an opportunity to cycle through his deck and find what he needs.
Okay, so he's just going to take his time, decide. Because also taking 5 at this point, it puts him on 20, which is a bit rough.
Wow, 1 card Battle Rage, that's quite rough in itself.
Yeah, and it negates being able to equip the weapon. So then he can either clear. He's going to go Whirlwind Execute, I guess he's going to equip. Yeah, he may as well equip Death Bite, otherwise you're just blowing 2 mana. He could armor up draw, but again, drawing for one card isn't going to be good enough. He needs to get patron.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe he should even attack face. Go crazy.
And Finicky Cloakfield is an amazing card for Mech Mage, especially when you draw Antonidas. Wow, so turn 8 play is going to be absolutely incredible for Roy. Antonidas into Finicky, and then turn 9 you can just throw in fireballs around.
Yep, and that's not what he wanted to see. Grom is not a patron. And now he almost has to Battle Rage, I think.
Yeah, I would definitely Battle Rage at this point.
Because it's not like he can Battle Rage next turn with Grom, because he won't have the mana. So yeah, it's either just armor up, pass, or Battle Rage, and see what happens.
Yeah, this is so tough, and especially with what Roy has in hand. He needs to cycle. So there we go, we got a minion now. He can play if he likes, but yeah, you just have to slam it down. He just needs some kind of board pressure.
This is okay because it's probably going to get traded into by the minions from what Robin can see, and if that's the case, then it means he can attack Grom next turn freely to hopefully kill whatever it gets dropped.
So you could actually reverse and switch it and use the Cogmaster, or maybe ping with the.
You could reverse and switch the Cogmaster.
Oh yeah, it gets more stats that way,
and it survives.
I would definitely go with a more aggressive game plan, especially with Antonidas Finicky. Fireball face, Cogmaster. I mean, I don't think the trade game is that important at the moment.
This is ropey. Like, I just like reverse and switch. Use the Cogmaster. The Cogmaster still survives. Really? He's going to Fireball?
I don't like Fireball.
He has a 1-mana spell that will do this. And then you can just play Mech Warper Ping next turn Antonidas Finicky. Maybe he doesn't know the way reverse and switch works with Cogmaster.
Shots fired.
No, I'm just being serious. Like, reverse and switch is the obvious choice.
Yeah, reverse and switch.
If he wants to save reverse, the problem with like, you could say, well, he's saving it for Antonidas, and it's like, okay.
You don't need to.
But you Antonidas Cloak, and then next turn you just Fireball. You know, like, so there's all the spells you need anyway.
So Dr. Boom is going to come down, but it's not going to make a tremendous amount of difference at the moment.
He can attack in and pop the Boombox.
Yeah, that's true. If he feels that threatened by the board, and I would at this point, but he doesn't know the chaos which is going to come the next turn with Tony into Finicky, a Finicky Tony.
Let's see what he decides to go with. I mean, this could work as well. He could actually attack him with the Grom. And then take out the Mech Warper. This is okay. Could even in a rage to kill off the yeah. So now this might be a little bit more ropey to play Antonidas. Although looking at what he's got, he probably doesn't have a choice. Yeah, it's going to be Antonidas Finicky.
Haha.
So he knows that there's going to be 12 damage plus 5, so it's going to be 17 next turn. If he chooses to go face.
Well, he's got Fireball Ping if he wants to kill the Grom. This is a lot of power plays on the board right now. So now he needs to decide what he wants to do. So he can actually reverse and switch his Antonidas. It's not enough damage. See, if he had ignored the Frothing Berserker and Fireballed Face, for example, he would have had lethal this turn. Because he would have had reverse and switch on Antonidas, double Fireball. Yeah. Right?
But the thing is, even if he had, if he'd reverse and switched the Cogmaster and Fireballed Face,
he still would have had lethal this turn. He's just not playing aggressive enough for a Mech Mage. He's got to the point where he should be very aggressive, especially with the hand he had available to him.
Taking his time, because the problem is that obviously if he uses like Fireball Ping on Grom, then that's just more damage he's losing and more time, considering there's a Dr. Boom sat next to him as well.
No, it is lethal, right? Yeah.
Am I not adding it up?
Haha!
Oh, reverse and switch. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just do it that way.
Oh, he's too off. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it wasn't.
yeah.
No, it wasn't lethal.
Is chat's cheating us here? Chat spamming it's lethal. Unless we really missed something, which I don't think we did.
Because he
you can
needed a
kill off-
Cogmaster hit, didn't he, with the finicky?
Yep, so anyway, we're going to go Dr. Boom. 2 Boom bots, pretty fresh. And what will he be on then? 14. Yeah, is it just lethal this turn then? With 3? Oh no.
No, he
you
gets
can't
hammer
cast
up.
it. Yeah, that's just game. What can the mage possibly draw? Oh, so does he have to play the Clockwork Gnome, sorry, ping, and get freeze to freeze the 7/7?
Oh wow, is it really?
No,
coming
I'm being
to that?
serious because like if you play Blast Mage to try and snipe the bombs and hit the Blast Mage, then you can hit the patron and then you just make it worse for yourself. He has to fireball face. Oh, doesn't he have to fireball face here? Because then he can fireball and then Blast Mage next turn.
So rough for him. He's in such a comfortable position as well. Roy played too defensively, in my opinion, at that one point. Well, it was down to that Throbbing turn. Fireball in the Throbbing and not reversing switch. I mean, you could have argued keeping the reversing switch for Antonidas for a lethal play, but he didn't even go for that. I don't know, just not the best kind of mech mage play that could have been done here.
Okay, so Battle Rage for 1's definitely happening. Oh, okay. This is good.
That's a draw and a half.
Yeah.
So now this is super weak to Blast Mage once again, and yeah, this is just looking terrible. And a sigh comes from Roy then. Damn.
Yeah, this is definitely rough. I don't think there's any way out, actually. You can, like, fireball the 5/2. Maybe he fireballs the 3/3 and then plays Blast Mage and just with the Gnome and just hopes against hope he kills the 2 Boom bots and not the Patron.
Yeah. What do you even do? I guess what else are you going to do, right?
I think that's the only play that at least keeps him alive.
The thing is, if he hits one patron, he's dead.
If he doesn't do anything, he's
and
also...
then he has to fireball the 5/2.
He fireballs the 3/3 first, right?
Yeah. And then he plays his dudes, and then hopefully for him, if Blast Mage hits a patron...
Just the Boom bots, that's all you need, just the Boom bots. Oh, wrecked.
Oh, yeah, well...
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. That did not work out.
Well, he can ping. So he needs... Oh, that's 7. He does get freeze. He would have got freeze.
Oh, if he had pinged his own guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so this is not gained quite yet, but it's very close. Freeze is going to be able to keep this Pal Detritter at bay. But low fab. What can the Mech Mage do from a top decking situation?
I mean, has he used his Dr. Boom?
I think... No, he hasn't yet, but it's a little bit late for Dr. Boom, I think.
And the draw is...
A monkey. A robot monkey.
Kills
Which...
bad, man.
So, patron...
Do you have to kill Shredder and just hope?
For Doomsayer?
Yeah.
Just do it, right?
I have to. Because the thing is, yes, you're not dead next turn, but you're dead off like 1 damage. And you're nowhere near killing him. No, he goes with the safe play. And he has to play the monkey. How can he not, right?
Gorilla Bot time. but not going to search for anything.
And that's the damage.
And there we go. Robin actually finishes off this game. I think I don't think Robin played particularly bad at all. He just had a kind of a rough hand to start with. I think Roy's kind of players let him down a little bit there. He didn't play to the strength of Mech Mage. Is when you get to that point where you can just be super aggressive and they can't deal with it. Especially when you have Antonidas finicky. Like that's just like a classic way of getting an easy win with the Mech Mage.
Yeah, he could have been a little bit more aggressive and try not to trade as much, because the longer the game goes on, generally the harder it is for the mage to win. But Robin does take that win 1-0, and good start for him getting the patron win on the board. And going to move on to some of the other decks. What has Robin got now? I'm doing really bad remembering these deck lists.
So he's got Druid, Secret Paladin. He's got something. What was his other deck? And the Aggro Shaman, of course.
Yeah.
So
he's going to go for Secret Paladin, so just keep him with like the super strong overall decks going forward. So, again, we've seen this list a million times so far, so nothing too crazy about it. But, yeah, is it gonna line up well versus Mech Mage? Probably.
That's if he decides to keep with Mech Mage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he will. He probably will, to be honest. Just try and get a win with it. Especially if he tries to make a read on the Druid being picked next. Oh no, he actually goes to his Warlocks with his Zulok. This shouldn't be too bad. It depends very much. As long as Robin doesn't get Robin draws, he'll be fine. Because he just gets all those secrets in his hand, and it's not good for him or for the deck.
Yeah, it's definitely rough when you draw it. Like the Paladin's a hard deck to draw badly with. The secrets obviously being the worst things, but obviously like he has managed to do it a few times. He's managed to
in
do
this
it a few
tournament
times.
alone.
Yeah, in just this tournament. But the deck's good enough to just carry through that anyway. So.
All right, so this is Roy's chance to redeem his Mech Mage here with his Zulok. Or will Robin go on the warpath and not draw secrets and draw Challenger instead? That's kind of what he needs to do. That's kind of the strategy he needs to adapt to win. Draw Challenger, not secrets. Very easy.
Oh yeah. Redemption's going to be so-so. At least he has Juggler. So if you stuck with a Redemption turn 1, you kind of want Juggler on Minibot to then cash in on it. Because the Juggler kind of, with Redemption, guarantees Mustard's going to go off, which will be nice.
Yep, Redemption's not a bad secret to pick up at the start, especially if you're going for that game plan, and his hand caters to that game plan alone. As for Roy, he does have an egg, and he does have the Void Caller with a lot of demons, so that could definitely help him out. But he does need to get put on some early game pressure. Eggs, lots of eggs, but nothing to crack them open. Double knife juggler.
Yeah, the second juggler's pretty nice, but probably just not going to see too much play in the first few turns. Equality there is the safeguard versus the what we can see is the Void Caller Mal'Ganis dreaded combo we've seen a couple of times. So it's good to have that he's got something already set up to deal with that.
Oh, Coghammer as well. So Coghammer makes popping the egg. Well, he won't pop the egg at all because you won't have any knives, but. Kind of want knives, right? I don't know.
I maybe don't even mind the second juggler here.
And then it can be just a flurry of knives come the next turn. It's not mana efficient, but...
Because the thing is, what you want to do is, if someone plays egg, you have to presume they've got something to proc it with. So then by playing 2 minions, they probably can't kill both jugglers, and then the juggler redemptions anyway. So then you muster into the with 2 jugglers on board, which is 6 knives and then 7 with the weapon. Then that should just deal with the egg, right?
Yeah, it should do.
I'll deal with the spider, should I say?
But he does have a way to proc it, abusive.
Yeah, he's just drawn it, but it's gonna just be still problems. Like 6 juggles and 6.
Yeah, the redemption is definitely going to help him out here, and actually proccing the egg for him is probably going to play to his favor. Because he gets to just deal with the Nerubian then, instead of having to pop the egg open and then deal with the Nerubian.
Yeah, exactly. So he'll prop the egg open, and then he'll musters with 6 juggles into the 4/4. Like the odds on killing it are really high. He's really going to play around this.
unless he knows what's up. No, he doesn't.
Well, he does to a certain extent playing the other egg, because that makes it like less likely that the juggles are all going to hit. Because he could prop the second Nerubian now instead of just having guaranteed. So there's one juggle already.
Very close.
Maybe,
oh, and Avenge as well.
Maybe
That's
just
awesome.
maybe you proc the egg first.
Just do it.
Because then you can use the 3-1 juggler to potentially finish off one of their Nerubians as well.
I think you should just play Master Avenge and just go for it. You know, take a risk. It's a high risk, high reward situation. I think. I think you have an incentive to be aggressive here because of just what you've got available to you. Avenge gonna come down, that's for sure. And let's see. Oh, we're gonna have knives flying around the place here. What's that film called? That maybe the guys who made Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Is it House of Flying Knives?
For House of Flying Daggers.
House of Flying Daggers. That's where we're at now.
Yeah, so he didn't get the best juggles in the world. But is he gonna trade? Mate, you know what you should do? You should kill the 4-4 with the weapon and the 3-1. And then bait the 4-2 into a Noble Sack, even though it's not Noble Sack. Or he should just go all face. Oh, okay, he's doing that, okay. So he's going to make his opponent believe that he's played Noble Sacrifice. And might cause him to... Oh, he just goes free. I don't think he can afford not to, actually.
And the Avenge to come off, so these 1-1s... Well, at least one of these 1-1s can get an advantage. Yeah, now he has to play with the coin and the Voidwalker, right?
Yeah, so he either pulls Doomguard or Mal'Ganis. Both pretty reasonable pulls from the Void Caller.
Wait, he didn't.
Oh, he's not going to do it. Oh, this is dangerous.
That's so dangerous. Wow. That surprises me a little bit. Oh, he's just banking on he ignores it completely.
Well, he has Equality Consecrate next turn, that'll be why. Why proc the Demon now, when you can let your opponent proc it now? Or try and proc it, now that the Cog Hammer's gone on the 1-1, that's pretty rough. But look how powerful Equality Consecrate is going to be now.
Double Voidwalker. And then Gambas, he just keeps drawing demons. You definitely just try and play everything now. Oh, another redemption. Not what you want to find again. Robin getting those secret draws, which he's been quite popular with him recently.
I think this is fine, just using your weapon and one of the 1-1s to kill the Voidwalker and then just go face. Because you don't care what he does, because you just Equality Conk afterwards.
Oh no, don't use the 4-3. You want 4 damage on the face. Oh, why is he Oh, I guess he just wants a Quality Conk this turn, but I would want to force him to react first, and then
an issue now is, as we can see, that he's actually stopped. He started a play and then paused, and that's an issue. Once you start a play, you just do what you had in mind because you've thought about it, and that's what you've decided.
I guess this is not too bad. He does keep his.
Yeah, he didn't need to guard his health though. He could have done extra damage to the thing.
Yeah, he missed out on 3 damage there, and he would be on 4.
He missed out on 1 damage.
On 1 damage? Oh well,
because the weapon would have hit the Voidwalker.
Oh yes, of course. What am I saying? Yeah, my bad.
So Defender of Argus, pretty good card to draw actually. Just Defender up the Gang Boss and the Void Caller, I imagine.
Yeah, in Gang Boss and the 1-1 actually, I think would be better for Defender, and then run the 3-3 into the 4-2 and get another demon. Hopefully Mal'Ganis at this point.
There we go.
So yeah, you can run that in first. Gets Doomguard. Huh. If only that imp wasn't in the way, right?
Yeah. But you could have done like the Voidwalker on that side as well to make it a good taunt. But you know, you can just put it on the Voidwalker and the Gang Boss. That's still fine.
But this is just going to be taken out to your Quality Consecrate.
Yeah, it's just lethal anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter in the long run. He has 6 damage on board and 2 damage from Consecrate, and there's no heal, so... If he'd got Mal'Ganis, he would have survived. because the
true,
consecrate damage wouldn't have hurt the warlock.
And not even a challenger drawn, and Secret Paladin takes the win here. 2-0
The
lead.
Paladin takes the win.
Yep.
He just curved well, and the secrets were really nice as well. The double juggler with the redemption into muster was insane.
Alright, so 2-0 up. He's very close from qualifying along with Nicholas. And looks a little bit stressed out. Looks a little stressed out. Is it focus? He was just like, oh man, I got 2 more games to win.
No, he's like, I got this. I have got this.
You believe in Robin?
Yeah, I think he can take it. He's playing pretty well. And he's drawing well, which is the most important thing, right?
Yep. So, Roy has some work to do. Roy had a very strong performance at the start of this tournament, especially in the earlier stages, but right now he seems to be falling behind. He still has, he can still win this. I mean, it's gone to 4-3 every game we've had today. So 4 matches previously before this final, we had 4-3s. So there's still potential for that to happen now. And here comes the crazy deck, the aggro shaman.
Yeah.
And this is the one without the unbound elementals, like Sorda's running.
Yep, I prefer this list, to be honest. This looks exactly like the list I'm running. Oh no, it has 2 Earth Shocks in this list. I wouldn't play 2 Earth Shocks, personally. I think that's a little bit too much, because if you draw them both, you're in trouble. But yeah, overall it's pretty nice.
And the Warlock is going to go for another round against Robin. And this is... unless he definitely needs some early game minions against this deck especially, because if he doesn't, it's just going to burst him out of control. And the Dark Peddler is just a fantastic draw at the start.
Yep, it looks like his whole hand for the zoo is actually pretty reasonable.
Coin Peddler seems pretty decent. He can if he coins Peddler now and Robin plays a Trog, he has Abusive to be able to clear it as well, so that's a good turn 1. Oh, what's he got selection of?
Let's wait and see what he picks. And Robin looked like he actually fell asleep for a moment there. Wake up, Robin, you're not won yet. You need to finish this.
Just dozing off. He just knows he needs to draw spell cards and he wins, so he can have a quick nap in between turns. Alright, he should win this joust.
Should.
Oh!
Look at him shaking his head. You can't blame him there. You can't blame him. That's upsetting.
That is a joust you would win, right?
All of the low draw. It curves out at 3,
yep.
I think, this deck. And you cannot win. It's pretty horrible, that.
Oh, so where does he go here? That void. Yeah, that void's a bit annoying.
This is the issue now. The Shaman's done nothing.
Yeah, he should have already put pressure on his life. He should be down to at least 25 to 20 by now. If he got the good draws, but he just got a really passive hand.
Yep, and the Imp Gang Boss, another good card that's going to help secure this board state for Roy. The tokens just chip away. A lot of these minions are really low health, and the issue for the Shaman now is there's no AoE in this deck. And what do you do? Like, what is the play? Do you have to play the Horse Rider, trade into 2/2, and then play the Trog?
Yeah.
Maybe the Horse Rider and then Earthshock the 1/1 just to get it off the board. I don't know. There's a lot of issues with this board state for the Shaman now.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I guess, yeah, just unless he wants to buff his Trog, but
if you buff the Trog's dead anyway. So
yeah,
I think he needs to play the Horse Rider
and hit the Peddler.
Yeah.
Oh, he just got space.
No, he's decided I need to hit him in the face.
I just need to kill this guy, right?
Well, he has a lot of burn in hand, to be fair. So if you can just get like some damage pushed, then maybe you can just God Draw into like the other Crackle and Lava Burst. Maybe a Doomhammer if possible, because at the moment Roy doesn't have any Taunt Givers. He doesn't have those Argus, which are important, or another Voidwalker yet.
Direwolf Alpha's going to be great here, actually. Get the 3/1. And then he can play this Creeper as well. So this board is really developing strong. And there's not a lot that Robin can do. Go face, I guess. Do you even Lightning Bolt at this point? I guess if you Lightning Bolt, you can still Lava Burst Crackle next turn.
Yeah. I don't know. You've got all the mana anyway going forward. It's not like you're super close to lethal.
Well, he kills the Direwolf Alpha to try and relieve some pressure, but I think you need to take a risk now as this Shaman deck. You need to just try and win. And the only way you're going to win is be a Smoke and just go face, but he does go for the trade. Force him to trade minions into you. You're the aggro deck. You're the aggressor here.
Yeah, but when you're getting beat on board, you're just going to get absolutely stomped. That's the problem.
If you're getting beat on board in this situation, fighting for board is not going to win you the game. How is he ever going to win the board here? He's never going to win it, so he might as well take a risk.
So Void Crawler comes down, and the pull from the Imp Gang Boss is going to be pretty big. Normally that seems like a pretty average pull, but on this board state against this Shaman, like just having another minion on board for sort of free feels good, and he's even confident enough to just abusive, just push for extra damage, put another minion on the board. He can trade into 2-1, he just may as well with a 1-1, why not?
So Doomhammer is probably going to be one of the only things that saves him here. Even Foul Spirits isn't that great at the moment. It'll definitely slow things down, but Doomhammer is the card he needs, and without it, I don't think he can win this game. He's not rolling any good totems either.
Yep, the 1-1s don't really do much when all the other minions except for the abusive have way more than 1 health, and it just once you can't kill them in one shot, it's pretty insignificant. And it's not like the deck's running Bloodlust or anything to benefit from just having the other token.
21 cards in deck as well. So he's got 20, he's got a 2 in 21 chance to hit a Doomhammer, which is what he needs so badly. So Ancestral Knowledge is another card he'll want to be picking up, or the Doomhammer. What else could he get that could really swing this game in his favour? I don't think there is much else.
No, I think he pretty much needs Doomhammer, to be honest.
Doomhammer or bust.
We need Doomhammer then into the Rock Buyer to have a real chance.
And he's used 1 Rock Biter already, so that's something to consider. Alright, Knives gonna go flying. Hits the token. Oh, that lines up pretty good actually. Trades 2 1s away. And then you can just play another Imp Gang Boss and feel happy. Unless you... yeah, well, he doesn't. He's not afraid of Lightning Storm.
He may
do
as
what
well
he wants.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter either way at this point, I think. Without drawing Doomhammer, then there's no chance. And even then, it's going to be slim, because there's just so much damage on the board. There's even the power of Alarm in there.
Oh, this might be a concede very soon. Oh, well, that is... Yep, it's just going to be a concede. So Roy actually gets a win on the table here, and he just beats down that aggro Shaman.
Yeah, he's got the 1 win, which is nice. I just wouldn't be surprised if Robin just locked in the aggro Shaman again. I mean, there's not too much he's afraid of from Roy's lineup, I don't think.
No, aggro Shaman, take it again. Like, give another whirl. You might draw better this time. You might just squeeze in a win, and then you're 1 win away from qualifying. So, yeah, I would definitely consider that. And what else does he have left? Is it a Druid?
Yeah, it must be, right? I'm pretty sure he's playing Druid.
Druid. Yeah, I think so. So,
yep.
Yeah, Shaman, just go for it again.
Yep, don't see why not. We'll see though. I imagine they'll show the deck list pretty soon if it's anything else.
I guess for Roy though, what would he pick? So he has Druid, Mech Mage. Yeah, Druid, Mech Mage. Oh, he goes for the Mech Mage again. So Shaman versus Mech Mage. And back in the well, not even back in the day, a while ago, aggressive Shamans were mech orientated as well, but they've kind of switched out of that build for these new trogs, and it's working really well.
And good old Finley.
Oh, there he is. Get that
It's
steady shot.
Pretty nice start from both players actually. Although the portal changes a few things, but nice start. One drop into the Annoyatron's going to be pretty big, but then Finley into Lepanome is nice as well. Or you could just coin out the Horse Rider if you needed to.
Ah, the steady shot. So one you want, right?
Yep, I think you just picked steady shot. I don't know why you'd pick anything else.
With double crackle in hand.
Maybe the Paladin hero power to like just have minions on the board, but you're not gonna have the mana spare really. That's worth creating a 1/1. I don't think.
And with double crackle in hand, I think steady shot is just a lot better here.
He's wake up. There we go.
He's trying to make a decision. I'm curious of what he's thinking about. Maybe he's thinking about creating minion pressure, but yeah, steady shot and a Lepanome. So
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
know
nice turn overall.
Do you need a Lepanome here?
Why not? Because if your opponent pings instead of trades, then you're happy because you're ahead. And if he doesn't ping, then you have 2 minions to trade with. So now, like, the gnome kind of needs to go into the gnome.
Yep, gnome trade.
And you can kill next turn with the Horse Rider and the Finley.
So his turn 2 is just looking like it's going to be hero power at the moment. Unless he draws, say, a Totem Golem or something else. I think Roy's having problems with the game. He just got up from his chair. No, he can still move. And still act. Gnome battles. No one wins. A time rewinder as well. Not brilliant, but it'll be
Might be useful later.
And 2 damage from the hero power.
So now he could hit Finley, time rewind, and then play the Annoyatron again.
Yeah.
Crazy plays, guys. Crazy plays.
He's going to upset Robin, I think, if he does that. Press the hero power, do damage to face. Oh, what's that? There, Mech Warper. Even better.
Let's actually lead in if the Mech Whopper survives. Lead into the Clockwork Knight turn 4, which is definitely nice. Dropping a 5/5 turn 4, it's going to buff a Mech already is pretty good.
Yeah, he's actually keeping on. He was actually considering time rewinding then, but he kept hold of it in the end. Feral Spirits is good, but it doesn't deal with the Annoyatron, which is the issue. I would just say Horse Rider. Feral Wolves, he'll only be able to play. He'll be able to play Lava Shock next turn with a Crackle or a Hero Power. If he plays Horse Rider, I don't know. I think Feral Spirits look pretty tempting to him.
Yeah, I think it's the best play. It makes the opponent's turn as awkward as possible.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a very nice Clockwork Knight there. Gets to buff the Mech Warper as well, so keeps him around a little longer, be able to get that ramp in the future. Might eat a Lava Shock though, I'd imagine it will. Ah, reverse and switch, old friend, we see you again.
Yep. Yeah, Lava Shock's pretty straightforward here. You leave the 5/5 up, which sucks, but I think you just hero power and go face again. And just really try and push for the damage. You have double Crackle, Lava Burst in hand. Like, that's about as much burn as you can ask for, really.
And next turn he has Horse Rider Hero Power. Oh, Blast Mage seems pretty decent. But you can get the 4/4 and an Unstable Portal instead. I think Blast Mage is okay. Put some pressure on his health as well. No, actually, I think I'd go for the 4/4 and a Portal. Oh, wow. Okay, so now he's got some more burst damage. And he's likely to win the joust, but if the last game taught us anything, it's not always possible, even if your deck only curves at 3.
Yeah.
So now we can Blast Mage into the Armored Warhorse. That's pretty strong.
Yeah. That's pretty reasonable.
And then he can
And the
even...
Warhorse, you don't even really care if it wins the Joust. It's going to be nice, but it's not going to be, you know, like the be-all, end-all of the deck.
I like that he can actually time rewind the Warhorse as well later on if he wants to, or the Blast Mage. Let's see if he'll actually win a Joust this time. No, he doesn't win it again.
Oh my god. He's actually just smiling. He's like, yep, this is my life now. This is my life.
This is my Hearthstone career. Summed up. So now the Shaman is in so much trouble. He now has to fight for board because there's potential that he'll just lose. What can he do here? Lava Burst. He could maybe Trog Lava Burst. 5/5. Then he has to crackle something. It's just... He had another... Well, I don't think he had a slow start. The Mech Mage just had a very good start. It was very hard for him to kind of deal with the Annoyatron.
Getting the Warhorse as well was actually pretty big.
Yeah, for sure. Even though it didn't have charge, if it had charge as well.
It's just a big threat though, 5 attack, and you know any damage you have to aim away from face as the Shaman deck is, you know, healing effectively. So for your opponent. So again, like this cracker, whatever it hits for, it's like heal to the Mage.
And the Mage is still in a good situation here. He can actually find lethal, right? With the time rewind.
9. Yeah, I think he portal. Can you portal first? Oh no, because the Warhorse is it 4 mana normally? I think it's 4 mana.
I think it's 4 mana. Yeah, I think you should take the risk at this point.
And eventually maybe win the Joust.
He's got to win the Joust.
He has
right?
2 time rewinds actually.
Wait,
oh no, it won't be enough. He won't
reverse and switch.
Oh.
Did he choose?
He
chose
used
the wrong one. No.
He used the wrong one. Feels
Roy,
bad, man.
come on, man.
Feels bad.
He's laughing about
Oh
that.
wow, that's interesting. I'll say it's definitely interesting.
He's laughing. He's laughing at least. He's not burying his face in his hands. Win the Joust.
Did he win the Joust?
Yes,
Yes, no
he
justice.
wins the Joust. No justice for Robin there. Oh man,
that's kind of funny.
I guess he won't make that mistake again in his life, right?
No, probably not. He's just done that on a stream with quite a lot of viewers in terms of the Chinese stream, of course, and we've got 1,300 on here now, so that's pretty. Look at him, he's just like, yeah, I did that.
Maybe it was BM.
Yeah, it wasn't BM. Not the way
BM.
he reacted. That was not BM.
Oh, that was funny. Roy, come on, focus, man. You're in. This is your tournament life. You can't be doing silly stuff like that.
It's kind of funny though. Let's be honest.
We enjoyed it.
Let's
I'm sure
not be
chat
random,
enjoyed
it's
it
kind
too.
of funny.
Did chat enjoy that? I'm pretty sure you did. Extended. This is like multi-layered BM. It was BM pretending that he was upset with him, that he was laughing and upset with himself. Oh man.
Okay, so that's going to be 2-2, I believe.
Yep. So that Shaman still.
We're gonna go to 4-3 confirmed. That's happening.
It's happening, right? It's just how the day has gone so far. Oh man. Anyway, so Druid's gonna come out here for the Robin. You figured Shaman's not doing me any favors right here. Let's switch to Druid. Let's see if I can squeeze a win with that one. And as for Roy, I'm curious what he will pick. Maybe Druid. If he picks the Warlock, has he won a game with the Warlock yet? Yeah, I think he did in the end, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
Paladin. Okay. Mid-range Paladin versus mid-range Druid. Traditionally, I would say that Paladin has the edge here. It just has the better early game and just can keep the board nice and jam-packed, and the Paladin can struggle. The Druid can really struggle with dealing with that. So yeah, I think the Paladin does have the edge here, but not much of an edge. It's
I think it's fairly even.
It's fairly even overall. If it depends on obviously the early game for the Paladin, but if the Paladin can establish that strong early game, it can be quite a struggle for the Druid.
Yeah. Well, we should be going into the game pretty soon and see who can edge a little bit further towards the finish line for this tournament. It has been 3 days for these guys, and good chunk of games over that time, and probably a lot of stress as well.
It's been 3 days for us as well. No, we've been.
Oh yeah, but we're fine. We're fine. We've got the easy job, right?
We just call out their mistakes and laugh.
Yeah, we're like, oh my god, he picked the wrong spare part. Feels bad, man. He still won though, so like you said, 10 out of 10 BM for that.
10 out of 10. Yeah. Oh, that's a great hand for Robin, and it's not a bad hand with the creeper so far. If you can find, oh yeah, that's not terrible either. So things looking decent on both sides. Wow, look at that. That is a curve and a half right there. 3, 4. Then he just draws 5. He's doing druid things right now. Blatant druid things.
But the Paladin has a pretty reasonable opening as well. The double juggler's good. The creeper into muster as well. So got a lot of options, and even the Aldor's pretty nice versus the druid to just shut down some of those big beefier minions.
So he values the Shredder over the Shade here, and I think I agree with him. Shredder's just a more stable body. Yeah, Muster. Just gonna give a swing into that just to make sure he can clear it. But Swipe would just be beautiful here. He doesn't get it. But he gets back to
he
back
only
Shredders.
has to play Shredder. What a shame. He has to go Shredder.
Back
it's
to
so
back
bad,
Shredders.
right?
Yeah. So he gets Juggler, Minibot. It's pretty nice. Or Juggler, Spider. Or he could play Spider Minibot, depending on how he wants to do it. And then he can use the Juggler with the Spider later on.
Yeah, that's true. I think you might maybe want the Juggler down though.
Yeah, for a free attack contests Shredder quite nicely. Red alert! Oh, and he hits it, and he gets to keep all his 1/1s as well. Unless he trades into the Shredder.
Okay, I'm a bit surprised about this. I don't think it's worth it.
Playing around Swipe, I guess. Oh, no pirates.
Yeah, the 2/3 is just going to go straight into the Juggler, I think. And the Shredder contests the 2/2 even with Divine Shield. So not too bad. Not too bad situation. And Roy's running a little bit dry. Maybe just... Healbot would heal you to full, but it doesn't do anything on the board, which kind of sucks.
It's kind of back and
maybe
forth.
Maybe even Aldor Peacekeeper wouldn't be too bad here to just reduce some damage a bit and trade in.
Yeah. I think you're right with Healbot though. It heals him back to full. He gets a free body. And that does kind of the same thing as Aldor Peacekeeper really. Kind of limits some damage. He's taking it to the face there. Oh, Minibot, hello.
I raised you a Minibot.
I raised your Minibot. A Minibot with a Divine Shield. And now you can clear the anti-heal bot. And this is just kind of typical back and forth mid-range battle going on right now.
Yeah, they're just playing to whoever gains the board should win. And unless there's something big coming off the top on 6, is there? No, because now Emperor is going to cause craziness for the Druid. Yeah, I mean, does he even throw the Minibot in? He could Aldor the Minibot and trade. Keep some board, but it's still a little bit rough, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit shaky. Yeah, I think he has to. Because turn 6 would just wreck him. Something like a foursome, for example. Of course, he's got a BGH sitting in the back, so anything like Dr. Boom will be able to be taken out. He needs to have enough minions to be able to contest whatever's played next turn by the Druid. And right now he doesn't. Because even if he does Aldor the 2/2, the Minibot can clear it and leave it on 1 health. But it would require the Druid invest in a hero power, which is 2 mana, so it makes him play off curve. So I think Aldor's correct here.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
And there we go. Doesn't seem too happy with that, but I don't think there should be any complaints. And now he's out of reach. He can't clear Forsen without some assistance. That'll do it.
That is what you'd call assistance.
But
You kind of need to, right? Can you afford to just leave Thorison? I don't think you can. Not versus Druid, especially.
yeah, he's just kind of left it up. Equality hero power on 7 just feels so weak. Sylvanas doesn't seem too bad here with hero power. Clear the mini bot. Maybe clear a boom bot with Forson. That's a bit risky in itself. Oh, play Sylvanas first. I quite like Sylvanas over, say, Ancient of Law or Dr. Boom at this point.
Yeah, I think Sylvanas should be fine.
Alright, yeah, looks like he wants to play her. She's got no time for games, right? So, yeah, is he going to go for the boom bot here? No, he just goes face. Okay. He's got Force of Nature in hand as well, so maybe he's just banking on
He's got Force of Nature for 4 mana in hand. So there's like 4 mana, 6 damage. That's not too bad. It's got a Fireball.
Oh, lay on hands. That's not... It's not too bad, but it's not a way to deal with Sylvanas. Forson was a problem, but now Sylvanas is just a nightmare. I mean, he can equality here. Say run the Dr. Boom into the Forson and run a boom bot into Sylvanas, and she'll only take either a boom bot or a creeper, but then you just hero power and pass, and then it just feels really, really bad.
Yeah, I agree. It's not too much fun actually. Yeah, it's just... You kind of just want to make the Sylvanas steal the 7/7 now, don't you? She's got no hands.
Double Quartermaster, that's rough.
I hate running double Quartermaster, even in a true hard deck. It just feels like I always get them. I decide it's my bad luck that I always get the two Quartermasters.
It's just clunky. It's a very clunky thing. Now he gets the fish for the Savage Roars.
You can just snipe off the 7/2 with the Keep of the Grove, which is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, wow, that's such a good Druid hand.
Such a good Druid board.
Yeah, as well. Sylvanas, 2 5/5s, one which will steal stuff. The 2/4's not too shabby as well. Tyrion sitting there as well, but quality is more than likely going to come down. So the way he can do this is run the Spider into something, I suppose. So he only gets a 1/1, and then run a boom bot in to the into that guy. Hope the damage actually hits the face, and then you can use the other.
Whoa, he won't guarantee a clear if he does a disorder. Oh, he has the weapon, right? So it's fine.
Oh, of course, it takes the boom bot. Yeah.
You can still Lothar hero power here and kill the 2/1. Seems pretty nice.
So that's 5/5. So the board has swung back into Roy's favour here. That's Tyrion follow up as well, but Dr. Boom, Ancient of Law, there's a lot of things he can do. 9 mana swipe. That's something you can consider here. Swiping.
Yeah, I think swipe's fine. It's
just reset the board.
Yeah. I think it's pretty fine. Then again, Dr. Boom for 5 is pretty good. But he's gonna draw instead. Wow, he doesn't want to play this 5 mana Dr. Boom.
He wants to maybe find Savage Roar.
There's a Savage Roar. So he can actually... Oh no, he's 1 mana off the false combo Savage Roar, isn't he?
Yeah.
He needs to pay for that. I suppose now he just needs to apply pressure with like Boom, Drake next turn, and then do something. And maybe Swipe comes into play, we'll see. Depends what he decides to do about this Ancient of Law, whether he trades or not.
If he leaves it up, I think it's a bit too dangerous. Especially at 18 health. You're kind of always trading
The
with
thing
a
is, though,
paladin,
you
right?
need to finish the game, right?
So is
So I wouldn't even mind low third face. Yeah.
Loaf of face seems okay. So yeah, hits him down to. So he has lethal on board now. But he gets a mega swipe. But he really needs an innovate if he wants a mega swipe for a full clear. Wow, does he feel that's necessary?
I mean,
What, is that lethal? Surely not. Oh yeah,
oh, hang on.
it is.
Oh, he had double Savage
Savage
Roar.
Roar, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see the. Oh my god, didn't even see he had double Savage Roar. Yeah, there you go. And it's another win. So that's Robin now. Match point. He needs his Shaman.
Man, that portrait above the screen felt that Savage Roar. It was just shaking violently as it was getting smacked in the face.
Yeah.
Ouch. So again, once again, double Savage Roar or double combo or just like stuff like that. It's really affecting.
Druid's doing Druid things.
Yeah. All right, so this could potentially be the last game. And yeah, 4-3. Well, we predict 4-3, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Every other match has been 4-3 so far.
So what does he have left? I guess it's just the...
It's the Shaman versus the Paladin.
Shaman, yeah. So these are going to be either quick game... This could be a very quick game to kind of tie up and win the series, or... they're going to be quick games regardless, I suppose. You either stabilize or you die by turn 6 or 7. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So, Robin has the potential here to qualify as well, which I'm sure he'll be very happy with. One of the YOLO Miracle guys getting through, one of the most established Chinese esports teams, well, the Hearthstone teams at least. I mean, even the name sounds like it's from Hearthstone, YOLO Miracle. So
yeah, they're definitely like it's like an Asian style team name as well. You see things like that happen quite often. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see if the Shaman deck can actually pull a win out. It's going to be.
I think so.
Pretty important.
I think so. It just needs one good hand, right? He's got. Well, he needs to win. He needs one good hand once out of 2. So he's had his first bad Shaman game. So surely. He's bound to get a good one in the next 2 games, if it does come to that.
Yep, so he has his Paladin, and what's the other deck he has left?
The Paladin and the Druid, right?
Is it the Druid? Okay. So, yeah. The opening isn't fantastic. Doomhammer is something you definitely... Oh, he's keeping Doomhammer.
He's decided,
okay.
I need this to win now. Oh, he gets 2 of them.
Yeah, fair enough. Feels bad.
Dual wield Doomhammers and just hit for 8 every turn.
Yeah, that's fair, right? Oh, and he has Finley. Okay, that's pretty big actually. Finley turn 1's huge. He doesn't get the Hunter Hero power, so we did see yesterday the live tap pick up, but the live tap never really had a chance to get played.
He doesn't currently have a turn 2, so live tap on 2 seems pretty strong, unless he gets a Totem Golem here. Yeah, tap seems fine now. Unless he wants the Earth Shock, but I don't know. I don't think Earth Shock is quite necessary.
Could just coin the Horse Rider.
I think coin Doomhammer on 4 is a lot stronger because he can start actually dealing the damage he's needed in the last game, and he'll use his charges of his Doomhammer quicker, and he might be able to get in the second Doomhammer later as well. There might be some merit to coining out Leponome. But I quite like being able to coin Doomhammer on 4.
Yeah, I suppose it's all relative what comes out first. So from the Paladin side, Finley's so good as a 1-3. If there's 1-2, it wouldn't be anywhere near as awesome.
Now it's just trying to clear it. It's done its job now. It's just a bit of a nuisance.
Yep. The Horse Riders Is the Horse Rider going to come down? This is the issue now. Like, there's no nice way. The Shaman really just needs Feral Spirit to deal with this.
Yeah, I think Horse Rider should come down, and he should just go for the full face game plan here. Keep his Earth Shock for a taunt, like a Belcher or something. And yeah, he's got 2 Doom Hammers. Just play to the strength of your hand here. Your hand is very aggressive, so go for the aggro game plan. Pops the Creeper to develop more board. He knows Lightning Storm is never going to be an issue here, so he can have as many minions down as he wants.
Perfect Shredder placement.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Take note, guys. Some of the other players here, as we've seen some bad Shredder placement throughout this tournament. And there we go, Coin Doomhammer. Now we can start really putting pressure on him. He's getting a guaranteed 4 damage per turn, not including anything else he plays. He can actually unlock the 2 mana crystals with Earth Shock. And he can squeeze and double Lepinome as well, so that's a guaranteed 4 damage again.
Yeah,
so
Lava Shock to unlock the crystals, and then Earth Shock if he plays Coghammer as well, so... nice bonus, although I imagine it's more likely going to be Lothab this turn.
Yeah, I think Lothab's probably going to come down, but he might Coghammer kind of out of fear of what this Doomhammer can do. So he's counting now how much damage he can do. Lothab's just great here, because it just puts so much pressure on him. And now he can't do much. He kind of has to Horse Ride and just keep hitting face. I don't think he can take any real risks here.
Yeah, maybe the two Lepinomes are like more, because then you bank the 4 damage, and then you can still Horse Rider for instant damage the following turn if needed. But this is rough. So there's 5, 6, 7, 14 damage on board, I think.
What, with the weapon?
Yeah. The weapon's the muster, right?
Yeah, so the Coghammer's not enough to finish him off, but a True Silver will be. So that's what he's trying to work out. It doesn't matter really. What if he hits a 1/1? He's still taking the 1 damage. You just go face here.
Yep, he just has to go face, or he's not going to kill him anyway. So.
Well, that makes no sense. That makes no sense at all.
Is he afraid of Quartermaster? Would Quartermaster have been lethal?
Potentially. So Aldo Coghammer is most likely going to come down here. Yeah, that's not too bad. There's a lot of burst in his hand. If he gets a Rock Biter, things are going to get very shaky for Roy. He might actually just find a win.
He can Rock Bite a Lava Shot Crackle.
Yeah, he'll just find a win. So a Rock Biter should win. Although he will need an Earth Shock as well. So, yeah, that'll be enough. So yeah, Rock Biter wins him the game on the next turn, potentially. Actually, the Lepinome's Death Rattle. I don't know why he hit that 1/1.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense. Maybe he just wasn't counting correctly. We've seen a few interesting misplays from these guys.
Unless it was Quartermaster who's playing around, in that case he was correct. So now, yeah, this game's going to be very fast. Like I said, he needs Rock Biter to win. I think. So how much damage can he do? So you can Earth Shock for 1. He can unlock his 2 crystals for 2. He does another 4 with the weapon, which take him to the 8, and then he can Crackle, and yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, and surprise, surprise, I think we're going to see a last match.
But these are quick ones, right?
Series. Yeah, this is quick. It's got to be quick with Shaman, which is nice. But this is every single series today has been right to the last game, which is kind of nuts.
So this is qualification point for both these players. One of these players is going to be incredibly happy with their journey they've taken, and the other one is going to be quite let down since he's taken it right down to the last game. So a lot of pressure on both these guys here. And I think the pressure's more on Robin here because the Shaman hasn't worked out that well this series for him, and he's just kind of fallen short.
No, and I
a
think
couple
he might have
times.
actually lost the most games with Shaman so far in this tournament. Because I know he's lost a few others in previous series as well, which obviously can't feel too great. But yeah, you know, if there's a deck that's just gonna like pip a win out of nowhere, like all he's got to do is get a good opener and he should win. Like that's the way he's got to keep in mind, especially versus Druid. So Druid's one of the better classes that I like this aggro shaman does well against.
Yeah, it's definitely a good matchup. Black Knight is a tech card that has found Roy success in other matchups, so it's not going to really help him here. And only one Aspirant as well, so he doesn't have that early game pressure. Like most of the European and NA Druids, which are running double Aspirant, double Wild Growth. So, yep, it's going to be a tough match for him, but, you know, it's Druid. Druid's definitely capable of winning.
Yep, like I said, if the shaman whiffs a little bit, then it's going to be rough. And if the druid maybe innovating out Druid of the Claw early on with no Earth Shock's going to slow him down. But other than that, the shaman should have a pretty good time.
And we're going to go into this game. Last game, guys. Let's see who's going to be able to qualify.
And that is not the opening hand that you particularly want, is the shaman. He is going to keep the Doomhammer again, and I guess hope it's enough. But we'll see. We'll see pretty shortly if that's the case. Only the wild growth being kept, and on the coin as well for the druid, so he can wild growth, and then go on from there. Coin wild growth into shade seems pretty nice. Even playing the BGH as tempo is okay, as you don't expect minions if the Trog's at high enough attack that it's BGHable, then you're probably in trouble anyway.
Yep, probably lost that. So it looks like Finley is going to find his way to his hand again. That's going to be a good play next turn. If he gets a Leponome, it's going to be very good for him because he can play the double 1-drop, and then he has the Feral Spirits. So if he gets a Trog would be fantastic.
Yeah, and he gets Rockbite. Okay, he's probably going to keep hold of that and just play Finley this turn. Doesn't feel great because of the mana, but you definitely want to switch the Hero Power out before you start using it.
Steady shot.
Yeah, pretty reasonable. Not too many queries here. Now, suddenly 2/3/3s is actually pretty difficult to deal with, especially when he's going to follow up with the Feral Spirit. And this is what you want to do as the Shaman. Just put so much pressure on the board that they can't really do anything else.
I mean, Shade of Nax is quite slow, and he doesn't have a turn 4 play as of yet. And Feral Walls is going to make things a little awkward. And now this is where things start to get a bit shaky for the Druid. Innovate Black Knight. Let's see it.
Oh, no. Oh, just don't know. No,
Almost. So you can clear the second wolf with Hero Power and with Living Roots. Or is he just going to develop the 1/1s? Into PGH. I like this actually. Develops a strong board to contest this. Oh wow, so now you can Lava Shock that guy. You can even get rid of... I'd just put Finley into the... free one. And then he has to use Hero Power to get rid of the wolf. And if he wants to Crackle this turn, I think Hero Power is just fine as well.
Yeah, I think that's pretty okay.
Wait, I don't think Rockbiter... What? I don't like this. Why would you trade a Rockbiter, which can potentially give you 10 damage with a Doomhammer, and not get rid of your free one, who's already done his job?
Yeah, and also just something to mention, he took damage, but then Lightning Bolted face. He could have just Lightning Bolted the Shade and took 0 damage, so kind of strange play from Robin here. I don't quite understand that one myself. But hey ho.
Hero Power would have just been fine there. He could have just used the one free. Druid of the Claw is going to be a nice wall. But Crackle to face, and the Trog can deal with it then. That's in a way he can get around that. And he still has a draw. And if he doesn't have a draw, he still has Hero Power. Oh wait, no. Crackle only overloads for 1, right?
Yeah.
So it would take Finley and the Trog to punch through that. No, don't hit for free. Oh, that's not bad at all. And now you can Hero Power. Oh, things are... The pressure's on here.
Yep.
This could be over. Oh, Wrath. What a draw there.
Wrath's okay, but that's like, you can just Wrath Hero Power and that's it. So you know he's still not out of the woods yet. I'd say.
He's got a heal next turn at least. It just very much depends on what the Shaman draws. If he draws a Doomhammer, things are again going to look a bit shaky.
Ooh, okay.
Yusuf's not here.
I mean, still Lepinome hero power. This is the power of Finley in a deck like this. Like Hunter hero power is just insane when you can play a deck as aggressive as Shaman. I mean, there's a reason Face Hunter's been a thing for so long. Is one off lethal, right? If he plays low theb hero power, is he 2 off lethal then? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Still pretty insane.
Yeah. Low feb. Might be a bit of a... he needs to clear the Lepinome. That's why he needs to go for low feb here. But, of course, a heal is super tempting as well. But he can heal next turn. And have the board. And he'll have a minion on board to start trading. I quite like this order. It's a bit risky, but, you know, you gotta take a risk at this point.
Yep, so what does he die to? Lava Burst?
Doomhammer.
Yep, Lava Burst, Doomhammer, Crackle...
Oh,
all that, and that's going to be it. Wow. Okay.
Oh, man. What a way to lose to aggro Shaman. And that was...
Okay.
Oh, Robin catching his breath there, but he's happy with his victory. And Robin is your second qualifier for the StarLadder and I-League.
Roy went so far in the winners bracket, up until the winners finals, and then